Okay. Says we got something going on here. Are we back? I don't know what happened there, dear. Okay. Says we got something going on here. Are we back? Something going on here. Something going on. Are we back? I don't know what happened there, dear. Something going on here. Says we got something going on here. Are we back?
What the heck?
Something going on.
I have no other. Oh, hold on.
Going on. Are we back? I don't know. There we go. All right. There you go. Awesome. Excellent. Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, with this restream here, it was telling me I was live and everything was good. But, yeah, it says we're offline again on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with that there. I'm going to have to keep my eyes open on that. Interesting. All right, so I will put that one there, that one there. How are we doing over on the Twitch end of things? Well, I hope not. The only two things that I've leaked so far was that we'll have the more daily quests, which of course is not connected to the story quest lines, and some more quests. That is all I've done. All right, so sorry about the technical difficulties there, folks. I do not know what's going on. YouTube's, of course, going to throw that into two different separate videos. So just to recap, guys, the news, the leak so far is we'll be getting some more quests and more daily quests. Like I said, want to make sure everybody's caught up. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Well, it wouldn't be a Thursday unless we had some technical difficulties, right? And, gee, go back to your controller. You are testing controller controls, not computer. Well, it's better now to be on YouTube for the rest of the stream. I don't blame you guys. I really don't blame you guys. I really don't know what's going on with the restream here. It's still telling me that, oh, your YouTube's completely offline and so is your Twitch, so I will refresh that page here in a minute. But that's all right. So you guys excited that we'll be getting a update either Friday or Saturday this weekend? And there's a couple other things that go with it. All right, Twitch is live. Perfect. Okay. So let's bring up over here the... No, that's not what I want. Community Hub. Where is it? News? Yes, it was under news. There we go. This is how much they appreciate it, guys. They've gone ahead and they've done this on all their socials. We are 1 week into early access now. What should we say? We would post 1 billion hearts and thumbs up if we could and if we had time. But we must make a game for you. So instead, we have one huge thank you for all of you. A thank you for the community, the volunteer helpers, the bustling bug hunters, and the uplifting supporters. Thank you for being there. You are the best. And as far as all the different companies that I have ever worked for, I have never had the opportunity to spill some leaks like a wiki. So I am quite happy and I am very thankful for that. Thank you very much, Toplitz. There we go. Smudolini's back too is right on. Perfect, Bob. Excellent, excellent. Okay, thank you guys for checking. I'm just going to do a quick refresh on the other side there and we should be good to go back. There we go. Now Restream seems to be, working better. I actually got some stats coming through it, so sweet. Hopefully soon. I want to play. Update is actually coming faster than I thought. Yes, sir, it is. And I can guarantee you right now, it is 2:15 in the morning, but one of the 4-member team is probably up right now working themselves to the, working the candle at both ends, I guess is the best way to put it. They're working hard. They want to get these updates out fast and quick. And on that note, another bomb drop. We will be happily getting to watch Toplitz streams approximately every 2 to 3 weeks while we get updates coming out, guys. They are going to be coming quick and fast. So hold on. It's going to be a great spring and summer this year. Lots of content coming through, some of which I cannot talk about at this time. I've only been given the permission to talk about some things. A lot of the stuff I've been able to inference, so will you, but I'm not going to jeopardize my relationship with Toplitz and spill the beans on any of that stuff yet. So that is fantastic. We are looking forward to seeing Toplitz streams at their usual times. Right now they're pushing out on the Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they're looking forward to continuing that same trend later on here in the future as the updates come through. Like I said, they're hoping for about every 2 to 3 weeks right now, so that is awesome. A lot of people have been talking about the repairs, this portion of the repairs, how they're having issues and how they're having to jump and do some things like that. Your complaints are not falling on deaf ears, folks. I know that for a fact because I've caught them in a conversation when they were talking about different ways on how to move things around in order to get everything into a bit better of a situation for you. So rest assured, it's being looked into. All right. So that is the floor done. Let's move on to the walls. I am definitely looking forward to some quests. Like I was mentioning there, probably when you guys were offline, was what quests are you looking forward to being expanded on, and what type of quests do you think they have coming up for us in the update this weekend? I definitely want to play it, though. I definitely want to play it. This is an update, actually, I haven't been able to get in on the testing on, but that's quite alright because it's just literally right out of the dev PC build, so. Move on to the windows, to the walls! Yeah, it's, there's lots of stuff to do here. I don't know why, I just kind of got a method of going through in the very first skid of pallets that we got to use. I always try to go after these blocks of 4. Don't know why. Just been doing it since day 1. Wife. Yes. That would be fantastic to get all that social and marriage and that coming back to us. That would be very nice. Agreed. Yep, furthering along the quest line definitely is a bonus. But I'm sure there's some particular characters in game that you would like to see more added to, that's for sure. I know one of them. I got to know what's going on with this mayor. I want to know what's going on with this mayor. I mean, the conspiracy theories are rife right now. We got to find out what is up with this mayor. Is it the mayor? Is there really a mayor? Or is it... we got 8 planks left. You know what? We'll just... hooch scooch it over here and drop these 8 off on the bottom. This way we don't waste a single piece of wood. Yep, flirting and marriage. Yes, that will be back. It is a returning feature from the Farmer's Dynasty. Now, has it been revamped? Don't know. We'll have to find out as the quests and updates come through. You're going to go after the mayor's wife? Ooh, I don't know. That's the... I believe... isn't Ryan a deputy mayor? I don't think he's the full-on big boy mayor. I think he's just the deputy. So I don't think he's the actual mayor that we have to worry about. I think the other mayor, well, unless the conspiracy theory, that's the one that's going on right now, is that there is no mayor, and the deputy mayor is, you know, pocketing all the cash in that himself. So we shall see. The stories are running rampant already in the Lumberjack General or off-topic section of the Discord at Toplitz. So pretty much everybody that's here already knows about that one, so I don't need to drop that link down, that's for sure, at this time. It's going to be interesting. Let's see. Let's do something else here. Alright, so to do the exact quote, we will be trying to bring the content and feature updates on a more regular basis, maybe every 2 weeks, and do a stream on that. So that is that portion that we've gone through. I know one thing that everybody is going to be quite happy about. There's something in the house here that, folks, we've been missing, and we want it. Care to take a guess? It doesn't seem too bad. Mostly tied up fishing, so he can't be messing things up too bad. Well, unless he's spending all his time fishing and not doing any of the duties around town, which is why nothing's being built. Who knows? The kitchen, yeah. That's one thing. The pantry, yeah. That's another. What else we got going on in the house that we really, really want? Something that'll give us a bit better quality of life. I, for one, yeah, fastest way to my heart's through my stomach, so there's a hint. Alright, this one's not done? Oh, gee, did you forget one on the inside again? Oh, nope, forgot two on the front. Not quite there, Bill, and if I were to say anything more about wife being in the kitchen, I could be in trouble. Oh, some kind of cooking. Yes, that is correct, guys. Cooking, which will include the basic cooking, cookbooks, etc. But there will be also more depth to it than there was in Farmer's Dynasty. So that is going to be something for us to enjoy this weekend. Back to the pumpkin and tomato soups. Some zucchini fries. Yes. Yeah, that's right. We're getting back the stovetop. So, oh, I wasn't paying attention. We just lost 3 boards. Oh, way to go, G. Flitting away our profits. Oh, well. It's all good. But I can't believe how much we've got done already. On stream, trying to read where's the beef? Well, we'll have to get back to that in a few minutes. Yeah, more things for social points. I would pretty much think that if we're getting some more quests, we'll be getting more social points advantages as well. Getting more of the non-storyline quests, which I'm guessing there is probably going to be along the same lines as the missions, delivering pumpkin soup and tomato soup and stuff like that. So there's possibility of gaining more SP points there as well, so that way we can use them in purchasing ourselves the necessary equipment. I can't wait for animals. If you really can, get sheep. That would be amazing. Well, we know that the sheep model is in game. We know that Vanessa has definitely said that, you know, she will bring us a sheep, but she's never said that she's going to bring us a sheep in game for our barns or anything, but that would be amazing, especially because if you take a look at the map, there's a few areas, let's see, where are we located? Here we are. There are a few areas, like over here in this zone, that are a bit of a pasture field. See, over by Lily, there's a big one. That's right over here. Or no, sorry, right here. Big lands of pasture. So she'll be a sheep. I couldn't remember the full conversation that was on there, Bone. You were definitely in on it at the time. You will remember it better than I. Feel free to drop it in chat. Walking bacon factory. Ooh, having some pigs in game. That would be nice. That would be a great feature. You know, I would love it if in the next DLC that we got for Farmer's Dynasty, if it was compatible for that to be added to the Farmer's Dynasty game as well. There's lots of room in that barn on the right hand side to be able to fit some sheep where we've been storing all our additional bales in that. So that would be awesome. I agree with you. That would be awesome. Alright, so everything's showing up green now on my end of things. I now need to just go quick bounce over to the Steam side. And there we go, yes. Okay, so nobody's talking in on Steam. Not sure what's going on with why I'm not on the main broadcast page, but that's okay. Might have to get Sasha to do a relog for me. Yeah, I would agree though, Kareen. I would agree. And there's a couple of pastures that are out there. However, they are not marked as purchase zones. So I don't know. Oh, right. The geese and the ducks. Now, I wonder if they are going to make a reappearance here in this, as they're still working on that egg bug. That's something else I really hope that when we get the DLC come through that there's a fix patch for that as well. And G's not paying attention. All good. I would agree, Karen. It would be nice, but just to even have the animals, I think at this time would be even nicer. I mean, honestly, they might even be able to get like a, an animals DLC maybe out of it as well, and add, pigs and everything else that maybe they put into here. Don't know. Yes, the pigeons. Now, those were definitely in Farmer's Dynasty with no functionality. It just goes to prove my theory that they're flying rats anyway, so. But please stay away from the 4 hoof glued delivery systems. Most useless additions in farming slow there. Don't need that in Farmer's Dynasty or Lumberjack's Dynasty. Well, it depends. Okay, so Farmer's Dynasty is based upon conventional farming. If you were to go with the non-traditional, the regenerative farming, kind of doing it like the way nature's been doing it for the past, couple billion years, then yeah, you need those hooven creatures for sure. They're the ones that stir up the soil and everything else. They grew right beside all the microbes and everything to create the soil health. Definitely looking forward to the DLC for Farmer's Dynasty when that rolls out here as well. I would be very surprised, folks, if we don't see that before the Steam Summer Sale this year. So far, we haven't heard anything at all to do with release dates. And this should be the last 2. And yes, alright. So there is a known glitch right now with this current version, guys, that you do, I think it's 2 or 3, you drive away, you come back, and for some reason the quest is finished. It's been reported, so if that happens to us, guys, we're still just going to finish off all the cabins here. Peanut's taking his wood back. I haven't been able to catch Peanut's last 3 episodes, so I'm feeling a little bit bad. But in my defense, I've got 160 plus hours in game. Here, I'll show you. Right at the top here. 165 hours in the past 2 weeks. So I've been putting in the work. Small team for them to do all the back end testing and all that. I have the experience, so I have more than enough time right now with my son to be able to test. Just don't have any time with my son to be able to record due to YouTube and their lovely copyright systems. Yeah, 1 Paw Patrol out of one of his toys and a 2-hour video goes completely out the window. Mike's ready for the DLC now? Yes! But then again, we don't talk about the packages, man. We just don't do that. Well, if they actually had functionality, then I'd take back what I said. But the way they did in Farming Sim is just useless and way too OP when it comes to profit. That's right. But, something that Farmer Simulator has always done is they've always catered to making money fast. Now, you as an individual can set it up so that way you can change some of your settings around so it's not as fast. You can give yourself a bit more of a challenge. But that is actually up to you as the user. And dang it! Ran out again! Meh. Alright, let's run the risk of finishing this off and go grab some more. Oh man, I almost sounded like my son's Monster Inc., that one lady that's on there, the receptionist lady. Yeah. Alright, 90-point turn, we're good to go. Alright, Mr. J, let's get on the road and go pick us up some wood. I'm ready for a skid. As long as it's not a skid mark, we're doing good. We can make some money. Oh, I tell you guys, I'm hyped. I don't know how much sleep I'm going to be getting this weekend. My wife is going to be, come to bed. Yes, dear, coming, dear. Love you, dear. She needs her heater at night. And I'm that heater. So while we're driving, guys, let's go ahead and drop the... there's 2 more things left that I can drop here. So the one here that... not really a big deal for some, but a really major deal for others. Now, it has to come in through on the Steam end as well, and it's not something that you can delete. Any guesses? Doesn't matter how many times you restart your game, or delete your saves, or do a registry edit. You will always have this. And you can carry that 1 extra with the crane. Yep. As always, I try to do just a slight little bit of role play with these games, guys. You wouldn't be driving down the road with a pilot swinging off a crane, and so we won't be doing that either. We'll go with the 6. We'll do a little bit of extra work, a little bit of extra hauling, but it'll be worth every penny. Now, did I empty these ones out? Yeah, I grabbed these 2. All right. Let's just grab the ones that are on top for now. Plus, you can also carry 100 in your pocket, too, which I don't do, because the last time I checked, my Carhartt overalls couldn't carry 100 planks. So, you know, just saying, the day that Carhartt does that, I probably don't want to buy those pants. They'd be awfully freaking heavy. Achievements. Ding, ding, ding! We got ourselves a winner. Steam achievements will be available this weekend. As long as the testing goes good with this current build, guys. I always got to stress that, so that way you guys, you know, understand that, you know, anything could happen. There could be a game-breaking bug that completely glitches out our saves, which they are hoping, but it has not been absolutely confirmed whether or not when these go live, if your save file should be fine. At this point, they're pretty dang sure it ain't going to be an issue with all the experience they have from the past from doing these updates with Farmers Dynasty, but it is early access, folks, so just on the safe side, maybe do a backup save and put it in a separate folder just somewhere, tuck it in your computer safe where you know where it'll be for when you want it, if that happens. Yeah, it does, Bone. It does. But getting in on the insider knowledge, that's the hardest part. You know, knowing how to not say anything sometimes hurts. It really does hurt, especially when you want to share, and you want to share really, really bad with everybody what you know. You get the reinforced pockets option. Yeah, just, no worries, you know, don't, it's just this little forklift is sitting in your pocket there, you know, don't worry about it, you know, it's airbags. It's airbags, it'll help lift everything. But that's the spoils of the, of doing this type of stuff there, Bone. You know, can't say it all, but what you do get to say, boy, is it ever exciting to get to say it. That's for sure. I can tell you that much. Oh, let's see here. There's a couple other things I was going to mention to you guys, and I can't remember what it was. And G, are we going for a drive? Nope. All right. Now, somebody was asking about chests, but that was never confirmed in any of the streams today, so I got nothing extra on that aspect of things, folks. Okay, so now you'll notice here, as always, when we do finish up this particular quest, this truck's going to disappear with all our pallets on there. Yeah, don't freak out. We can take care of this. Woohoo! I reached 100 messages today with Restream chat. Would you like to tweet this? I'm good. Thanks, Restream. You know, as it is, you guys ask to take over my YouTube channel every time I go to stream. Would you like to allow Restream to basically own your life? Okay, we were inside the house, weren't we? Yeah, we were doing something inside and lost. Is it this one? Alright, which one did we go to? Just that they will be filled, and we will like what will be inside. But I don't believe it was confirmed for this particular update. So, you know, I'm not going to put my foot in my mouth and say, oh yeah, guys. Not yet. Yeah, currently they are not filled. Never tasted an old volleyball. Yeah, like I mentioned before, at this time, we need to do something about the hunger thing. Maybe that'll come with the cooking update. Maybe we'll get a little bit of revamping on that. In my mind, I'd really love to see this sleep bar drop 3 times as fast as soon as you reach 0. If you're under 50, it drops, 1.25 times. You drop under 25%, it drops 1.5 times. And then when you get down to 0, your sleep starts dropping at 3 times. And then you pass out once you reach 0 on everything. I think that would be the fantastic way to do it. Just to give you just a little bit more drive to get in there as well. Yeah, no date was given yet. But yeah, I know that the chests will definitely have something inside them. What it'll be will be something that we will really enjoy. Now, it's probably going to be a collection of different things available in game, and that's going to be pretty cool. On stream today, and this ties in with the last and final tidbit of information that I get to spill out. So let's do that. Let's go through the last little bit. You guys have been very patient for the last 36 minutes. I hope I got the minutes viewed out of it. Reason being is, guys, we are so close. I'm at 4,100 hours, or 4,100, whatever it is that you need to be monetized on YouTube. I'm 4,100. I'm just 100 minutes or hours or whatever it is above the actual amount that you need. So thank you very much to all of you. Greatly appreciate it. We're just getting that ever one step closer to getting back to the monetization that was so rudely taken away. That being said, the last one here is the quest line involving Lily and the herb gathering / herbal potions will continue on. So, woo! Lily, our loving game, the gorgeous lady with the glasses, her interest in plants, a woman after my heart, will get a quest expansion this weekend. So look forward to that. Now, we did get maybe a little bit of a slip up out of Vanessa, and I don't know if I'm okay to say this or not, but it's already put out on public. It's on camera. We're looking at blueberries as the next one coming through the game here, folks. Now, what they look like, where they'll be, how we'll know where they'll be. Well, hopefully, I'm assuming they'll be back on the engineering site, but will the animals be attracted to them? We don't know. We'll have to find out. Yes, I definitely agree to that statement, Corinne. Most definitely. Awesome! Yes. More involving Lily. Sorry. And Smudolini says, and when you pass out, you wake up the next day with a letter from Joja informing you saved you from low price of 1K. No, wait. Wrong game. Hey, there's nothing wrong with some SDV. We can talk SDV in this channel. We are a variety channel. I don't believe I have any SDV up, but I have played quite a bit of it when it was first launched. No, I was not in on any of the testing for that title. Not everything I do is testing. Would I like it to be? Oh, definitely. Would I like to get paid for it? Even more so, especially in the latter bit here, the last few years. A lot of the big name companies now are bringing things in-house again. They're going back to the 90s, bringing everything in. So I haven't had a dev PC kit to me set in a while, actually. It's kind of frightening. It's like, what'd I do? What'd I do wrong? Nuh-uh, she'll be mine. All right, the battle starts already. Woohoo! Cabin fever setting in. Let's see where this goes. I got popcorn and I got drinks. Nice, Merc. Nice. I don't know, but that Lily, something about those glasses and, what she can do with plants. She speaks to me. She speaks to me. I think Lily's going to be like the new Janet. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody loves Janet. Girl next door, what's not to love about that? But then again, we get the mics and we get the bones in here, and they're going to be difficult, and they're going to go after somebody else. So stay tuned to their streams, folks, because what they're going to be bringing out is going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's going to be different than my content. It's going to be different than, the multi-language content that's out there as well. Everybody has their own individual playstyle, and that's one of the greatest things about this. We have a great, loving community. So if you haven't already and you are a content creator, please join the Toplitz Discord server and enter in your information into the content creator channel there. Just take a look, see how it's being done, and add your art. Fully accepting of it. Bring it in, guys. However, guys, we are a bit of a family community over there, so if it is going to contain more than the usual expletives, and contains some rather adult topics. Please put a little bit of a warning on there as well, because we do have families that pull from there and watch. That's right, Bone, you never did. And that's what makes this game so awesome, is that you can play it any way that you want to, but in the end, we all have the same common goal: to live the life, to be happy, and to see how much money we can make. Yeah! Alright, look at that. Gee. You definitely didn't finish this cabin. Yeah, the air conditioning needs a little bit fixing. A little too much of it. I learned about herbs and mushrooms in my teens. Can't believe it's taken this long to learn about it. Yeah, I went to quite the high school, that's for sure. Yep. Definitely got an education there. Alright, so we have finished the first mission for good old James. Let's get started on to the second mission. Hopefully we can get that wrapped up before it ends.
Hey, the job is done. The houses are repaired as requested.
Wow, you even made it in time.
Sorry guys, didn't mean to
Your
blow out
uncle
your
was
eardrums.
right about you. Here is your pay plus some additional bonus as promised.
Always one more time than you. Yeah, but no matter what happens there, Smudge, she is the one above all. You gotta be careful. Just ask Felix. He's learned. He's learned. Yours doesn't have the glasses. Depends on your start. I've noticed that there's been a couple times where I've restarted a game and she didn't have glasses. And then like 2 restarts later, poof, the glasses were back. So not sure what's causing that. If it's a glitch or if it's just something to be a little bit different with. Don't know. Even though my child never showed, I think we made a kid. Was it mine? I don't remember. Yeah. But you did have to do all the work in the wooing, so let's just hope that that you bared fruit out of all that. Okay, so now we get to take a look at our map and find out that guess who's back? Our wonderful Lily. Lily? Yeah. Look at that. We got ourselves another quest to finish up with her. So if you know over here, guys, this is the place markers that they're talking about. This is either going to be either a quest extension, a event, or another set of mission quests. So, woohoo! I was right. Those are the place markers, same as they did in Farmer's Dynasty. So sweet, sweet. All right, here we go. And I'll stay in the third-person view so as not to make anyone a little bit on the queasy side. My apologies if you've had that happen to you in the past. But I'm just so used to driving inside on first person. It is just second nature now. Just second nature. All right, I gotta grab a drink. I've been talking a whole bunch. I haven't taken one drink, haven't taken one vape. Boy, don't you guys know how excited I am for this news? I cannot wait in order to get my hands on the smoking hot download. Whew. It's coming. It's coming. That's right. Lily's back. Guess again. Yes. And if you guys watched the hints, tips, and AMA video, you guys would know the quick, fast, and easiest ways that I found in order to find all the mushrooms as efficient as possible in order to get that one finished up. That was so Jack's kid. All right, Bob, what's the inside knowledge you got going on here? You work with the guy. There not be any cuckolding going on over in that house, I tell you. Oh. But yeah, guys, that is the news that Bone and I have been offered to share out with everybody. Oh, I wish my child would leave my face alone. He loves me. He does that, you know. Love you, daddy. He squishes your lips all up and just gets right in there. But he's my son. Gotta love it. Acne all inclusive. Alright, I'm going to do my best, folks, to not talk through this cutscene here. I'm going to take a few drinks, catch a couple of vapes here, and be ready for the second section of all the testing here.
I heard you're famous for your refreshing herbal potions.
Well, I used to sell a lot of them, but all that traveling from store to store was too strenuous for me. That's why I'm trying to sell online now.
Well, is it too much to ask if you could teach me how to make these?
I don't know. Maybe if you promise not to sell them online.
Promise. I might sell them as well, but I won't interfere with your business. Honest.
All right. But there is something I need you to do for me first.
Well, what is it?
You see, a year ago, I bought some materials so my dad could rebuild the house. Payment in installments. And I'm a little behind already. Not that I'm in real trouble yet, but I would like to get rid of that debt.
Not sure if I can help you with this, but I can try. Who do I need to convince?
Would
How
you
much
do
is it
it
gonna
for
cost me?
me? Talk to James. I hope he can at least delay the payment slightly.
Well, Lily, my love, we shall do anything for you. We'll go to the end of the world. We'll jump off a cliff. We'll make a thud when we hit, but we will go ahead and get this done for you, Lily. So, taking on the role of... What do they call that? Knights, they were... I was going to say chauvinistic. That is not the word I'm looking for. Angela Castle! Hey! Boy, oh boy, girl, you missed it all. You missed all the leaks. There was more leaks than a porcupine on a waterbed. I was spilling my guts, giving the beans. I was being a dirty rat. I was tattletaling. And you missed it. You missed all the juicy secrets, all the gossip. Gonna have to go back and watch later when the video comes back out. But how you doing? Girl, it is so late right now. Isn't it? Isn't it late? No, I guess it's really, really early. Isn't it? I don't remember. Time zones are hard. Alright, let's catch up on chat here. Thanks for that. That's the only mission I've finished, the mushrooms ones. Oh, you're more than welcome, Bob. More than welcome. Mike says he bought as many mushrooms as he could, so that way he didn't have to collect most of them. Nice, that's one way of doing it. Dad, why am I called Lily? Because a lily petal fell from your head when you were a baby. Dad, why am I called Rose? Because a rose petal fell on your head when you were a kid. Kid 3? Yeah, I know where that's going. Cinder block. Oh, jeez. Nice. Which one? I'm a huge fan of documentaries. Guys, watch them. Make sure they're the good ones. I mean, Ancient Aliens is not a documentary. That's a mockumentary, as far as I'm concerned. So you'll definitely... come on, guys. You know, watch the good ones. Watch the good ones. You watch the good ones, you'll know what a Kardashev scale is. I'm hoping we hit level 1 here pretty soon. 2:48 a.m. Oh my goodness, we got a mini G in the house. 2:48 a.m. That's about the time that G starts winding down and starts heading off to bed because the sun's going to be up for 6 a.m. Oh, the Hidden Killers of the Victorian Age. Very nice. That was the one where they were talking about the plagues and all the different viruses, bacteria, the lack of cleanliness and all that type of stuff, was it not? Nice, JJ. Sweet. Excellent. Finally, here we go. Beep, beep, beep. That's all, folks. Hey, I just got Farmer's Dynasty finally. I watch a ton of videos on it, and I still don't know how to play it. Don't worry. Practice makes perfect. And yes, there are lots of videos out there. I would definitely suggest finding your favorite content creator and watching the start of their series just to give you a little bit of a helpful hint on how to get things started. Over on the Steam, I'm sorry I was not purposely neglecting you guys. Which download? I missed it. Uh-oh. I'm not sure which download we're speaking of, but G's got the memory of a mouse. It'll come back in about 30 minutes or so. Oh, the Winnower car sets, yes, running out of breath, those types of things. You got to work out of the Area 51 while you were in service down over at Groom Lake. Now that would be something. Moneybug. Unfortunately, guys, that's my job to squash those moneybugs. Currently, yeah, no, I don't know of any moneybugs that haven't been either reported or squashed at this point in time, or at least anything of major significance. Did we just drive by? No, we did not. Okay. Rebarking the logs over and over and over. Those days are numbered, folks. I wouldn't be very surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that goes away this next update. Same thing with both silos shipping out bark. One should be wood chips and the other one should be bark. I like watching channel, I like watching Deuce's channel, I like watching other channels with Farming Cylinder, but Farming Cylinder is on burnout on. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I played 13 right through, all the way through 15, took a year off. They came out with 19. Well, sorry, 17 and 19. I tried playing 17 and I just found that it was too early to come back. Then did 19 and it just felt way too much of the same. So I just couldn't continue on with it anymore. But now that the mods have gotten their hands on things, and they've got quite a bit of DLCs out there to expand the game out, I might make a return come sometime in the fall. Unless, of course, we have new games to play, such as Medieval Dynasty, whenever that comes on out. Let's get our boards ready and talk to the man, James.
I need to talk to you about Lily. I heard she owes you some money.
That is right. Why?
I was wondering if I could help her. Well, I can't afford to pay her debt directly, but maybe there's a way for you to extend the loan?
I don't know. I've been waiting for my money for a year already. Plus, I have my own issues to take care of. I simply cannot afford charity. But why don't you work for me? If you help me, I could reduce Lily's debt in return.
Gotta wipe it, buddy.
You could even earn some money for yourself.
No, we're not reducing.
What do you think?
We're
What
wiping.
exactly would I be doing?
I'm in the tourist business, offering vacation cabins. I have many jobs to offer, but not enough workers. I could use your help with these cabins.
I'm interested. Where's the catch?
Unfortunately, I have more customers with payment delays like Lily, so I cannot really afford to buy building materials. But operating the old lumber mill, you could produce your own, right?
Okay, I get it. You have me repairing your cabins with my own building materials, and in exchange, Lily's debt is taken care of, right? But what's in it for me?
I am offering you a sustainable business opportunity. Complete the first job, and Lily's debt is gone. Then we are partners, and I will be paying you for your help and materials on every order. Deal?
Oh, if
Sounds
you're going to
fair.
pay me and wipe
I'm
her
in.
debt, we're in. It's a win-win for both. Buddy, I would have done it just to wipe her debt. Yeah. Get me in good, dude. Get me in good. You're going to be my wingman. Got it? Good. Thanks. Actually, no, guys, let's do a quick screeny of James here, shall we? Hello, James. Let's see. Which is a good picture? Yeah, why not? Let's frame... there we go. Just trying to get the triangle in a good spot. Hey, buddy, gotta look at me. Come on. Oh, you're not going to talk to me. Oh, you're going to be one of those NPCs, are you? You're just a one-time talker? That's all you got to say? Is that it? That's all you're good for? Just a one-time talk? All right. Oh, well, if that's going to be the case, I'll still take your picture. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. All right. And I agree, a mini-map in-game would be fantastic for those who are just starting out, haven't really gotten too much time into the game, but I can guarantee you guys, the map is actually very well done out for where everything is placed in that. There are quite a few hidden shortcuts. I've shown a couple. I wouldn't say they're really hidden, just if you know they're there, definitely take them. Much better. Alright. So, JG says, so it's no fun for me anymore. I can't play the American maps, and I'm burnt out on all the other stuff that I don't like. I'm a big fan of the production maps. There was one that Blah and I played back in the day. Yeah, you can make donuts, ice cream, bread, whole bunch. But to this day, my favorite modded building to this day is the car wash. I love that thing. You could take up your headers, drop them off on the side, put the combine through, get 2 combines in there, you and a buddy. Oh, that building made that playthrough. Absolutely loved it. Now, it says... Merc says, hopefully some of the new maps will make it through testing soon. That would be awesome if they did. Unfortunately, I have 0 contacts over at Giant Software, so I couldn't tell you what's coming up with that one at all. It's kind of nice to be surprised by a game every once in a while, that's for sure. And let's go over here. Here we go. Hey, yeah, you were in. Yeah, I'm trying to. Trying. Yeah. need to make ourselves a little G in game for sure. We got to get those the interactions going on, the NPC interactions going on, so we can get that marriage happening. Why did the tree need to take a nap? I actually told my joke to my son this about a year ago. Hey, buddy, do you remember the joke? Why did the tree take a nap?
Why?
For rest.
A rest? What tree?
Yeah, all the trees take a rest, bud. My wife is snickering in the background. Oh, that was a good one. Fantastic, Bone. Fantastic. Angela says she got her lorry, now saving up to buy her first new tractor. That is fantastic. You know something, guys? I did not test whether or not the old tractor will take the new trailer. That is something you might want to do. Oh, and my wifey's asking something.
Daddy?
Oh, what are you trying to do, bud? Hey, Mommy's asking you to do something. Please tell.
Dad? Well, why does the tree take a rest every time they sleep?
Why does the tree take a rest every time they sleep?
Yeah.
So they can grow taller.
Oh, which tree's sleeping?
All the trees got to do some sleeping to grow taller, just like you, right?
Yeah, Daddy. Can you show me which tree's growing?
Well, tell you what, when we get that part in the game, I'll definitely show you a tree grow, okay? Now, do you want to go help Mommy get all her jacket and your jacket off, please?
Yeah, you can do that.
He's not doing too bad for vocabulary for a 4-year-old. Alright, let's catch back up on chat here. So, Dad's out to save the woman. That's right, you know, being a good Samaritan and all. After the dad passes away, yeah, she's got a hole in her heart that needs to be filled. Let's see, moving on then, we got, hey, Mikey, John, son's in the chat. Both of them are in the chat today, John and my little caveman. There are so many factory mods out there. I'm using a bakery, a whiskey distillery, a brewery, sawmill, mateworks, and canola oil press. Stuff like that enhances the game a lot. I agree. You know, just straight up, Giants, what are you thinking? Throw in some of these production buildings. Add to the game. Bring some life in. You guys started adding a whole bunch of the pedestrians and background stuff. Time to step up the game. Bring a little bit more playthrough things in. You know, don't always look at the mods for help. Come up with some good innovative ideas, and if you guys do, definitely keep moving forward with helping out those mods for the ones that you want to support and purchase their services. Definitely. All right, so Sandy Brook failed first time, but that's not unusual. Yeah, true enough. That's true enough. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm waiting for Minnesota Millennial. His farm is only a couple hours at most from where I live. Nice. Nice. That was such a dad joke, Gargoyle. Nice. That was courtesy of Bone. Definitely. Yeah, I have some dad jokes, but I got to be in that mentality. Just ask the Deuces crew over here. I got dad jokes galore. I just got to be in the right frame of mind to do them. Let's see here. Not from what you tested, Merc? Okay. Need new tractors for all trailers? Okay, that's what I figured. So yeah, you heard it from Merc. You know, the counterparts on the testing side here that, yeah, definitely if you're going to be getting any of the new equipment, make sure that you do pick up one of the new tractors as well. Of course, that don't think we'll be getting the 134 Lidner right away like we did in the Farmer's Dynasty, even though that is our favorite tractor, or at least mine. We're going to have to hold off on getting that because it is a pretty penny, and we can look forward to saving some of that money by buying one of the smaller tractors. Now, I don't think we'll go with the smallest. I think we'll try to grab the mid-range ones, so until we can save up about 100K, it's going to be a little bit tight. First purchase, though, that we do need to get is the lorry, unless, guys, that on Saturday's stream, the flat deck trailer is available. And if that's so, we will not purchase the lorry. We will go over and purchase the trailer. Now, if we do buy that trailer and it turns out that, you gotta have the tractor in order, the new tractor in order to use it, we will just go ahead and do a reload and continue on with our game till we can have enough money to purchase that tractor and that as well. That's what Merc was just saying there, that nope, you do need to, in the end, go ahead and get the new tractors. Definitely. They're spud. some are saying the old tractor is acting goofy with new tractors. Oh, like when you purchase new tractors, like you've gone from like you bounced out of a new tractor into an old tractor. Because yeah, I did the full test there of all the equipment, and that was 2 patches ago, and they were working pretty good. But since then, yeah, they have made some changes to the code, and I have not made it that far to be able to purchase them in game anymore because I got rid of all those exploit saves. Okay, some are saying I'd like to see them make it where you can get Uncle's tractor and log trailer. For now, I'm just taking it that it's under a lease plan, and we are not on that lease plan, so therefore we do not have the ability to drive it at this time. Who knows, maybe when we buy the farm, maybe that becomes available to us, and we have 2 extra sets. Don't know. We shall have to wait and see what the story brings us. And there you go, yeah, just exactly like what Merc is saying there, but he's just adding much more onto it. Yeah, you know, something along those lines. I mean, that would be fantastic. But yeah, just being given the new equipment right off the start doesn't give you the drive to run the business profitably. You know, you can go out there and just keep on buying planks and finishing up James missions or the homes and everything else by just doing a major clear fest of the entire map, right? That's not something we plan on doing through our playthroughs, right, guys? We plan on doing things responsibly, doing it agroforestry style, and only taking the dead trees out. So that means we might have to make a little bit of sacrifices in order to get some land that is earlier profitability, but a little bit of extended beginning of the game for a whole bunch of love later is well worth it, I think. That would be neat, Smud. I know that's been put into the early access suggestions in the Discord channel there, and has been upvoted quite a bit. So definitely I know that the developers and publishers here will be looking at all those suggestions, and you never know, guys. They could add that in there. You know, the September festival was never planned to be in game, guys. That is from everybody's requests in Farmers Dynasty that brought that around. So definitely get in there, read those suggestions, and upvote. Definitely upvote. Put yours in. Put your, if you find a suggestion or you have a suggestion that hasn't been put in there, drop it. Give it for place. It's a place for the people to see, people to have their say in what they want to see in the game. It would be great to see leasing as an option. I haven't heard any news or anything on that particular mechanic, if that's going to be in the game. I don't see anything that gives us any inferences at this time that it would be there, though. Ooh, that would be neat. Some self-driving machines and stuff. We call those hired workers in the Farmers Dynasty. Just being a smartass. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly if hired workers are going to be coming to this title or not, and if they are, what exactly are they going to do? Are they going to work our greenhouses? Are they going to work the area? Are they going to be our tree planters? Is that how we're going to get regrowth going on? Is by having hired workers? Who knows? We're going to have to wait and see. What land? All the land that I wish to buy, because right now we have $8,272.34. There's actually the lorry itself, in order to purchase, is $24,000. The land that we need to buy to start off with, I got 2 chunks of land that I really like. The first one is right across the street from the lumber mill, quick, efficient, of course. And then the other one is pretty close to the uncle and aunt's place there. And did I just shoot myself in the foot? Yeah, I think I shot myself in the foot. Nope, I can finish it. There we go. Quite affordable early game. Yep, most definitely. The 2 that I like through my individual playthroughs has been this number, this forest here. I believe that's about $9,000 or $11,000, something along those lines. And this forest right here, the 0.11 hectares, that one is $5,655. That one I purchased many times, so that one I'm 100% sure about the prices. Now, prices fluctuate on the land at this time. Not that I've seen. I haven't seen any prices fluctuate at the market either yet. But we do know that is another mechanic that will be coming to the game, will be market fluctuations. Good size and not expensive. Nice. I'm glad we're getting some consensus on this. So we might not finish this particular mission here today in order to get us the opportunity to keep those pallets, but we will basically go down to only one cabin remaining. Still use the lorry until either there's some more quest missions for James, or we have enough money to purchase the lorry on our own. Bone says he hired a worker and he had no idea how he did it, but he came over with a tractor and tried to drive through his greenhouse. Ooh! I really do hope that it did not remove any of your plants. That's the only thing I'd be just a wee bit on the worried about side, but somehow you put a glitch in the matrix. You spent $200 on land? Okay. In game, or do you mean in real life? I mean, what happened to the land that was $200? Did somebody buy you some oceanfront property in Chernobyl? Just saying. Alright, let's do it. Oh, it's good to see everybody back and enjoying themselves tonight. It was a fantastic stream over on... Oh, come on, Steam. It just keeps disconnecting, reconnecting the chat here, and it's driving me nuts because there was no message, and now there's another. Now there's a message. My apologies, Steam. I really do apologize, guys. Yeah, I'm not trying to ignore you at all, but for some reason, Restream and Steam just do not like to get along. I don't complain about how the NPCs drive, as long as they don't complain about my driving. Have you ever seen any streamer try to drive and chat at the same time? It's hopeless. I mean, unless you're in a VR world doing like iRacing where you can just kind of do like a little tiny eye glance to the side to read the chat, it ain't working. It ain't working. You're going to hit so many polls. You know, like Deuce, you know, I'm honorary Polish because of the amount of polls that I take out playing the games. Alright, this should give us 8 left, right? That wall's done? Yeah, okay, now we can do another 4-banger. There's a 4-banger, here we go. Okay, so it's not just me, alright. Phew. Alright, now I hate neglecting anybody. I will go to bed at the end of the night, kicking myself in the butt, going, gee, is there anything more that you could have done to make that stream that much better for everybody on the platforms? Like, you betcha, Bone. Thanks so much, man. You were up super early this morning, starting work at 6 a.m. your time. Thank you so much for all your support. I know Toplitz appreciates it. I appreciate it. Once again, folks, make sure you go and give yourself a big old follow on the Bone side. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. Lots of variety coming out of Bone. The last couple of games that he's been playing has been the Dynasty series, and I believe it's called End Zone. And today he picked up the update of... Which game was that one? I can't remember the name of that one. I think it was End Zone. Just not 100% sure. Thanks again there, Bone. And as always, guys, I hardly ever toot the horn on it, but you gotta like, comment, subscribe in order to help out your content creators. For me personally, guys, I do request that you do turn on notifications and make sure you tap the bell. I am trying to be on a steady schedule, and if something happens where I might be able to squeeze in at least an hour and a half for stream, I will do so. So definitely I will be there for my scheduled times, unless I have had to notify you differently, either through Discord streams or Twitter type of deal. Surviving the Aftermath, that's what it was. Definitely, guys, if you're interested in that game, Bone 13 over on Twitch TV, or you can watch it on a replay at YouTube at Bone 13, and check it out there. He just started with all the newest updates and that there today. And it's really interesting. The game, it looks like it's pretty difficult in order to get yourself started, but once you get yourself started, it just keeps getting more stressful. So definitely worth a watch. Alright, let's go through here one more time around the corner. Yeah, and also, guys, we've got about 70 reports about the vehicles being stuck in this bridge. Okay, what it is, let's just turn around here, and it happens just at the very beginning of the bridge on the same side of the road that I'm on. It's when the vehicles spawn, the actual road, there's a bit of a mesh that goes underneath the bridge, and the road has got a priority for spawn than over the bridge. And so right now it's just kind of tucking in there. It is not game breaking at this point in time, so it is really not something that they really need to put a lot of time worrying about, guys. I would rather get a little bit more content coming through, get things a little bit more polished up so we can get the game optimized. They are looking at the laptop end of things, or the lower spec system end of things right now too. So hopefully, I really don't believe it'll be this update, but possibly the next couple of updates afterwards, we should start seeing a little bit better improvement on those lower spec machines. Oh, you're more than welcome, Bone. Thank you once again for all that support. You take care, man. Sleep well. Rest well. Tell the kids to say hey. And get to bed. Nice, Angela. Congratulations. Enjoy that time for yourself. It's not easy learning. It's definitely not easy, so yeah, take the time that you need to put your feet up afterwards. Give yourself the mental rest necessary in order to keep moving forward and learning all that much more. Alright, I think I'm caught up on chat on everybody's side. I do apologize, Steam. My greatest apologies. It always seems to be something on the technical side with Steam. Like, I don't know why today it's not showing me up on the homepage. I'm supposed to have a homepage broadcast going on, but that's alright. I'm seeing up in my top corner there, it says live. So we are live over on the Steam, even though it keeps disconnecting to that chat. But yeah, no, it's not even on the homepage. But not a biggie. Not a big deal at all. We got replays for that, right? 20 field is to the right? Is that what I'm reading? Oh, no, I don't want you. I want you. No, I want you. You. Alright, let's go back and see James. I got all my assignments done. My next one will be tough, reviewing intellectual property law and making an essay on it. Huh. Well, intellectual property. You know, the only thing I can really tell you about that is basically every contract I've ever signed for a company states that anything I do create or come up with while under their employment is property of theirs. So, yeah. Just another possible solution for the dark screens. I consolidated information into a guide. Actually, yeah, Merc has got 2 fantastic guides out there. So if you guys are watching this later on in the replay, Merc over on the Steam forums has got 2 amazing guides. If you're having the black screen issue, go into the Farmers Dynasty main page. Go find, I believe it's guides, not in the discussion panel, but in their guides, and you'll find there's 2 there. One is the basically your startup guide, giving you the basics of the game, and the other one is basically a how-to walkthrough of see if you can get your integrated graphics card to kick over to the beast, get you over to the dedicated graphics card. So yeah, definitely, if you need that, let me know. I can drop a link in chat as well. Otherwise, like I say, yeah, just go to the Lumberjack's Dynasty homepage, click on the guides, and follow from in there. And gee, we're taking the long way around today. Sounds good to me. Let's turn on some lights. I know it's dark for me in these glasses. It's got to be a little bit dark for you folks. Yeah. Let's see how many things we can crash into the way, guys. Who's keeping the death counter up? Who's got the death counter? Speaking of death counter, are we frozen on the gargoyle sound? Nope, he's still fogging out. Awesome. So, something else, folks, that I haven't mentioned in years is if you take a look at 95% of my thumbnails, you'll find Stony. That's the gargoyle there over in the bottom right corner of your screen there, fogging out. His name is, well, Stony, Foggy. You can call him either or. I quit calling him Foggy once my son started watching Paw Patrol, and they have a foggy bottom or something like that, so he was getting confused with it, so I just started calling the guy Stony. Excellent. That's fantastic to hear there, Merc. So basically, Merc, if you haven't seen the chat here, guys, is just saying that Toplitz has provided some more solutions to the black screen, as well as some other players have compiled some information on as well on how to, help you out and try to get that fixed up. Sweet. I love it when everybody comes together as a community to help each other get to play games. We are, that's one thing we all have in common here, folks. That you can look to your left, look to your right in the chat here, and you'll see a gamer. You'll see somebody who's in love with games, and that's one fantastic thing I love about the YouTube gaming community, is that, we are a bunch of gamers who just enjoy the games for what they are, and it's fantastic. Jeremy Burnett, how are you doing today, my man? Good to see you. Hope you and your family are healthy and well. My family is, and I am very grateful for that, especially during these times. Stop. Wow, 20-page document on the COVID-19 situation in the workplace? Oof, boy, oh boy, I can tell you right now, Bezos will not want any of it. But hey, I have been getting some 6-second commercials on Twitch, the first time today ever. Normally, every single one I've ever had before this was 30 seconds. So, sweet, I'm happy. Well, Mr. JB, Mr. Burnett, have you had the opportunity to get yourself about 20 hours in game? Because you haven't played until you got 20 hours in game. If I look to the left or the right now, I'd be perfectly freaked out if I saw somebody. That is so true. Yeah, Corinne would probably, pull out the shotgun, and I'm sorry, you'd be eating some rubber. Rubber or birdshot, one or the other, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking up and, well, now then that can get into some really rude territory. We better not do that one. Nice. 42 hours. Excellent. Let's see, we got 54 here. We can keep on motoring. That's good. That's good. Now, it's not a race, guys. But let's see who's got the most amount of hours in chat, shall we? Not a race. It's not a measuring stick or anything along those lines, folks. We're not here for any of that. If we were, we would have to have a measuring tape up on screen or something. And, well, who's got time for that, right? I only have 3,000. Let's see here. What's this one? Oh my god. I don't have 90% of these things hooked up. What the heck is this one? Oh, that's Don't Feed the Trolls. Got it. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here's your measuring contest right there. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. There we go. Found it. It's just not on my stream deck, so I had to bounce out. You gonna spill the tea on that Felix character or what? Felix has been around for quite a while. Not quite as long as Corain has over in the Deuce's stream there, but we get along fantastically. Over on Deuce MS, if you guys don't know who he is, you under a rug? Where have you been? Yeah, there's been more than one full moon in a while. Which, by the way, yesterday, super moon last night. Hope you guys had a chance to check that out. That was fantastic. Looked amazing. I do not have a telescope, but I can tell you this. You didn't need one to see that. It was beautiful. Just trying to take a look here and see in my notifications. Nope, doesn't look like there's anything astronomical of significance happening tonight. So no meteorite showers or anything along those lines. So if we get hit by an asteroid or a comet, you can't blame me. It just means that it was gone rogue and it wasn't part of like the Toriad meteor stream or anything along those lines. It's really nothing. You just started picking on me and Deuce's stream all the time, so it's just payback. Yep. And then I kind of jump in on it because Crane does such a fantastic job over on Deuce's streams that I have absolute no problems giving her as many points as I can per month for her to get herself a freebie game or to spend on, gambling around and having fun with. Most definitely, it's my way of being able to say thank you and appreciate everything that you do for Deuce, because it can get a little bit hectic in there. Deuce doesn't keep an eye on his counter to see how many people he's got going, but I tell you, when you can start getting 30 people or more in there, it is hard to keep up, and we rely on those mods like crazy. So thank you. It's not an easy job to do. It's the least that I can do, so I will continue to do so for as long as I can. And you guys should too. Always try to do something nice for the moderator. If it's, yeah, even if it's just coming in and just saying hi, and that's the only person you say hi to. The moderators deserve the love for all the effort that they put in. And then, of course, Felix now sees me paying Crane, and he's like, what's this all about? I'm like, oh, I'm just paying her monthly fee to keep harassing you. So, thinks that we're all out to get him. Oh, you're more than welcome, Corinne. You deserve more than I can give. Way more than I can give. Alright, and so that should finish this cabin of love. The Love Shack. Love Shack number 3. Moving on to Love Shack number 4, right? Whoa. It says go back and talk to James. What? No. We don't want to go back and talk to James. No. We can't be done already. Well, we're going to pretend... Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, alright, guys. If that does happen, sorry. I just do it naturally. I just jump in there and I reset the quest by clicking on it to give us the information. You guilted him for not paying you too? Dang right. Take advantage of the situation, Mrs. Kai. Do it. Gotta have the fun. Gotta have a good time. Rolling jokes are the best jokes. That's for sure. They just build up and they build up. Oh, I feel so bad for Marvin. I really got to make sure that I do clarify things up in the next stream there. A bit of a misunderstanding in translation. I told him that his English was better than most of our Nova Scotians here, because they talk like they have a mouthful all the time. Like, I used to buy his builds the boat, and I used to buy his the sailor, right? Like, that is their normal talking, and you can understand at least what Marvin says. And so I was telling him that. I said, at least you speak better than a Newfoundlander with a mouthful of fish. But he didn't quite understand the reference because he's not Canadian. So got to make sure we clarify that one up, because then he kind of started getting a little bit flustered in the stream, and then we started bugging him a little bit. Now this I will do. I will bug him using the exploits, but guys, being a tester in the background there, you got to have some exploits or a way of testing all the other equipment, because they're building the game without debug codes here. There's no debug menu in this Aragon engine, guys. So it's not like they can just give themselves a command and they have $50,000 of money. There is an anti-cheat code in the Aragon engine. If you go and try to change your save file $1 amount, you've killed your save. Don't do it. It is not worth it. This game is been made to keep the play moving. It's not a game that was meant to be played in 20 minutes. It's meant to be played over like 60 hours as a minimum. So trying to rush yourself through it is only going to cause yourself your own pain in the end. So guys, don't do it. I'm huge on anti-cheat measures, absolutely. And I'm a tester. I got to find bugs, all the money exploits and stuff like that to report them, to get them out of there. But yeah. Just in tight. Don't know that one. I'm not German. I've been using DeepL for all my translations here for the last week. And big thank you to CM, I think it's Sword of the South, or Quizak Haderach, Dune reference, over in the Discords there. He showed me the translator, the deepl.com. Way better than Google Translate. Like, it actually can translate the actual true meaning of what they were trying to say. It's fantastic. Absolutely use it to death. So let's see, where are we at for time? Woohoo! I have about another half an hour left. Excellent. That means that we can get ourselves over and onwards onto Let's see. Buying some land with you guys here today. We don't have to worry about purchasing the lorry or handing it in, because I'm really hoping for some good news coming through the patch this weekend. Oh, Gesundheit. That's a blessing for when you sneeze. Gotcha. Gesundheit. There. As soon as you gave me the context, poof, I can say the word. But boy, do I ever need the context on that. Because you showing of talking like a Nova Scotian sounding like a string of sneezes. Yeah, that's probably one of the nicer ways that could have been described. No, and it's quite serious. Like when you speak to them, it's I used to buy the bills the boat and I used to buy the bill sales are, and it's like what? 3 lobsters, please, big ones. Actually, guys, no, get the medium-sized lobsters. They are the best. They have the softest, juiciest texture. Just and if you know how to steam them correctly, is the best lobster roll you can make. Oh my god, a lobster po' boy right now would be so good. That's right, guys. It's time to get hungry. We've reached that part of the stream. Time to talk about food. What did everybody have for dinner tonight? I was fortunate enough to have farmer sausage along with some mashed taters and corn. Now, it was canned corn because we don't have any of the frozen corn left from the garden, but that's coming, guys. Garden's going to be built here soon. For me, May long weekend, May 24th weekend hasn't happened yet. You don't put seeds in the ground unless you're doing cold winter stuff like your spinaches, those type of things. Otherwise, because, we're probably going to get at least another a dump of snow or two here before the May 24th weekend. We're actually forecasted right now to get some snow for Saturday. So we might have ourselves a white snow day on Saturday stream. Leftover pizza, that's never a bad thing. I love throwing my pizza in the toaster oven and having a nice crispy toasted up crust. Oh, nothing says better than food that you didn't have to cook that's been reheated yummily the next day. Yum. Yum, yum, yum indeed. Mac and cheese, homemade. Now, was the actual noodle homemade too? Or was it you bought the Cantalini noodles and did your own homemade cheese sauce? If so, did you add any spice to it? What was the herbs and spices you put into that cheese sauce? Because I have my favorite. It's almost like a con queso when I'm done with it. It's so good. Wasn't the homemade pizza or the homemade pasta, but I'm guessing macaroni and cheese. The cheese sauce itself was. You reheat yours in the oven. Nice. Oh, hot dogs with chili. Other than setting my GERD off like you wouldn't believe, that sounds really yummy right now. I had hot dogs what was that, on Tuesday there? Oh man, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, yesterday, all day yesterday. I was dying of GERD. Just, pass me the Gaviscon. Oh, drink that stuff like it was candy. Oh, it was bad. Believe it or not, for those who know what Tim Hortons is, it's a chain that's just slowly opening themselves up to the United States, but they were Canadian originally. And they have what's called an iced cappuccino. So it's a iced coffee drink. I don't drink very much iced coffee, but for some reason, I can take one of the taller ones in the large, I guess it is, drink one of those, and it doesn't matter how bad my GERD is. I could have a bleeding bloody ulcer, I swear to God, and they'll soothe it. Life is manageable with it. It's amazing. A pineapple milkshake. Oh, that sounds delicious. Other than my tongue would fall off. I'm actually allergic to ascorbic acid, also known as citric acid. Sorry. I have a major intolerance. Yeah, because I got to use a freaking EpiPen if I'm not careful. Yeah, that's an intolerance. Not an allergy, but it's an intolerance. Gotta love the medical profession. They saved my lives a couple times, so I can't complain too much at them. Second. Excuse me. I know what Tim Hortons is, and I'm a Robin Sparkles fan. Nice, Smud. Nice. I'm a Cruller or Boston Cream myself. Those are exceptionally yummy. I've been kind of getting hooked on some homemade cronuts though lately. I broke down. I made some croissants the other night, and unfortunately, guys, my bakery is closed. There are the first people that I've come in contact who've been devastatedly affected by what's going on here. So my heart goes out to them, to the Renfrew family. You guys are amazing bakers, and by all means, if you happen by some way, shape, or form ever come across my streams, if you ever go back in business again, I will recommend you guys forever. You guys were fantastic. Customer service was amazing. So we're back to making our own bread again. And unfortunately, in this time in life, the stores are pretty barren when it comes to flour. So we'll be having to go to the stores like everybody else here and take the risks. It's good. I bet you it's good. Daughter's not... Your daughter made it, so you're not sure what's in there, but it was still good. And you know what? It always tastes better when somebody else makes it, doesn't it? Always. Always tastes better when somebody else makes it. It's always nice to have a little bit of a change. But yeah, I kind of do like a con queso sauce when I do my mac and cheese. And I add burger. I kind of cheat. I throw in some extra lean ground burger. Coffee and a banana. That was supper. Oh, that's not good. I'm not a coffee fan either there, John. I would drink when I was in the oil field, just really on the roughest of days. Really, when I was really in a lot of pain, but still had to keep moving forward. That'd be about the only time I had a coffee. Other than that, though, I mean, I get my daily caffeine intake from the Dr. Pepper. Oh, which is absolutely delicious. Should be a sponsor, but they're not. You hear that, Keurig? I have a jumpy monkey for breakfast. Coffee and a banana. Yeah, no. I've watched enough Curious George that, if there was a jumpy monkey in my house, I would be wanting to turn it off. I mean, as it is, after seeing that show so many times, I want to stab my eyes out and walk behind a jet engine in full launch mode. Ugh. I don't know how kids can watch the same thing over and over and over and over again. I mean, I was a kid. I did it too, but I don't know how the heck I can't do that today. No, just... my patience goes right out the window. Like, do you have to watch it again? Really? Is there nothing else you can watch, son? Please? Mountain Dew. My brother likes a particular type of Mountain Dew, and it's really hard to get here. So anytime I see it, I buy it for him. Oh, it's called Baja Blast. It's like crack for him. I mean, I swear I could get him to paint the house if I wanted to by just holding the case over his head going, you want this, boy? You want this? Oh, we gotta be those. Gotta be those. Alright, well, we're getting awfully close here to finishing up. I do believe we might... we'll try not to run... let's see. We'll see what happens. Oh, some really nice true chorizo in that simile. I've never done that before, but now that you've mentioned it, I think I got myself a meal for next week. That just sounds too delicious to pass up. Like, I mean way too delicious to pass up. We got 8 left. Alright, so we should 2 here. If I didn't have my coffee, I'd end up in jail. Oh, poor Mike. Well... to each their own. I can't do it. I mean, not to mention with, adrenal spikes and that all the time. It's probably not, the safest thing to do. I mean, we are trying to keep my heart from going kerboom. So there we go. We have now completed everything for James that we can do at this time. Until we see what happens on the weekend. We might get ourselves that little extra. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this pallet. With this pallet, I do drop... on the ground right there and say that it will be sitting there waiting for us for later. You drink the Diet Dew. Nice. I've never been able to get over the taste of aspartame, sucralose, any of those ones. Even the I was going to say sativa, but that's my medication. What is it now? I grew it all the flippin' time in the herb garden. One second, gotta ask the wifey again. Honey, What's that damn sugar plant that, the green one? Is stevia? Stevia? That's the name of it, right? Yeah, the artificial sugar. Yeah. Okay, just making sure I got the name right. Can't stand that stuff. Grows like a weed, though. Oh, man, I'm thinking about that chorizo and that mac and cheese. Oh, so this is what it's like to be all you guys when I come in stream and start talking about what I've cooked for dinner. Oh. I just had that farmer sausage, and it was good, but now it's not as good as it could have been. Stevia, yeah. Okay. What is a soda department over there for you guys? Is a whole market over there. Selection is bleak, is what I'm saying. Gotcha. So where you're at, they don't have very many different choices of flavors or different brands of soda or pop, whichever way you want to look at it. The bubblies. Oh, no, it's all good, John. I do this to you guys all the time. I deserve it. I absolutely deserve it. I mean, I would definitely not direct you to go look at my Instagram if you ever want to get hungry. Yeah, that's something else I should do. I should probably start posting back on there again, guys. And because that's basically where I've been putting like all my foodstuffs. Because people are like, there is no way, Gargoyle, that you've been doing this. And yeah, guys, I'm a man of integrity. If I say something, I will do my best to back it up. Like even today, earlier when I was talking to SK on his stream, I was like, yeah, dude, up until 2 weeks ago, I had an 8-inch beard. So I sent him a picture. Here you go. This is what it looked like. But with COVID, trying to stuff that hair in the mask was just no bueno. No bueno. We're at 10 o'clock at night, so we are good to go. Remove a couple of these pallets. Now, guys, I'm a bit of a crossroads here, folks. We have these wood planks over here in the dryer and all, say. Let's just go through and show you. And G slows molasses because he hasn't eaten in 3 weeks. It's all good. Why you no finish? Lily was so thankful, if you catch my drift. I want to see that today. But, if we finish that mission, we lose the pallet truck. And then we have no way of selling these wonderful, beautiful pieces of pallets. Because we don't know. We don't know if the quest that's being updated, if James is going to get extension or not. So I'm thinking maybe, folks, we'll just leave the last 3 pallets that we have here. But before we go anywhere, we'll make sure. Yeah, yep. Well, actually, I use sativa both on the CBD values, are really high sativa, as well as the... oh, God. I'm drawing a blank. I'm medical, and I'm drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank? It's because I've only been ordering the sativas lately. Indicas, that's the other one. Yeah, no, I have... okay, so the doctors have diagnosed me with several different things since I was like 5 years old. I was 5 years old in a hospital in the province of Alberta here, Lethbridge, and they've had me on a sonomography. So basically, when I was 4 years old, I had a complete mat thing put on my head with all these, like... they squirted this gel in my hair and put this, like... old granny hairnet thing over top with it, with a whole bunch of little spiky buttons, like snaps, like for your shirt, button snaps. Yeah, a whole bunch of those, and then they stuck a whole bunch of these red, gray, yellow, blue, white little things all on those snaps. And then they're like, okay, G, time for you to go to sleep. I'm freaking 5 years old, and I got all this stuff on me, and they're telling me to go to sleep. And I was like... okay, lady, I've only been up for 3 days at that point in time, so I was staying up for like a week at a crack. No, lady, it ain't happening. After 3 days, they finally took it off and said, okay, yeah, you definitely have a problem, and they never did get a reading on it because I never once fell asleep. Alright, no, I can't buy the pallet truck yet, but we are going to buy this forest here for $5,655. And can you put 1 or 2 in the back of Christine? No, in the back of Christine, don't do it. You can cause yourself a whole bunch of problems and headaches that you just don't want to have. What you do want to do, though, is you do want to go ahead and put a couple into the back of the green trailer that's right there, right over there in the background, over in the back, hiding away. Should probably put that underneath the light for security reasons, but As for now, that's where she's going to stay, just over in that location. But yeah, definitely you can put them up in there. Yeah, I can't remember what they were called. They didn't call them electrodes or anything else back then, at least to me as a little kid, from what my memory was. They didn't call them electrodes. It just pissed me off that I'd be in a hospital for 3 days when I could have been out playing in the sandbox or riding my bike around. I'll tell it to you straight up. It just missed me something fierce. I made those nurses' lives hell. But, I mean, I think Dennis the Menace was written off my childhood. I'm getting back my just deserves from my son. He's the definite son of a redhead, and I, being the redhead as a temper child, I'm getting her back in spades. So to all those nurses out there, you're right. One day it would come back at me, and it came back in the form of my children. Yeah, but it was, rather scary as a little bit of a kid, but at the same time, I wasn't so much scared as I was just angry. I was very angry. Yeah, and in the end, all that came out and told my parents was, yeah, he's got a sleep issue. This was way back in the day when the ADD drugs and all that type of stuff were just trying, start to get figured out. And they're like, oh, well, we could put him on this. My dad said no. My dad went out and got me a Vic 20, and that was what curbed most of that. I just poured my time into programming. Well, if it's taking anything from the Farmer's Dynasty pages there, Smud, I do not see this truck being capable of carrying anything other than what's in your pockets on your person. So how many should you have stolen? So how many should have you stolen yet, you evil ginger, you? You see, now, there's less people. We are a dying breed, folks. There are less redheads in this world than they figure Aboriginal peoples. Like, uncontacted Aboriginal peoples. But those are the true redheads. You could put all of us onto the Isle of Wight and still have room to stretch out our arms and still be doing social distancing. Dazzer! How goes it, my man? How many hours you up to, my bud? How many hours? Souls. How many souls have you stolen yet? Yes. Well, we lost count just on my left arm. Just right there alone. Keeping tallies like this, some of them are beginning to really merge together, and it's really hard to tell, is that a dozen or more? Not 100% sure. And here I thought the Irish are the true gingers. I have on my mum's side the Scottish Irish, and then on my father's side it is Norwegian, Scandinavian, and can't remember what else it was. Actually, let's go ahead and just park this truck over by the house. We got the time, you've done the crime, we're the Bloodhound Gang. Oh man, I miss Owl TV and Owl Magazine. Do you guys remember that? Some of us might not have been as so young to remember it when it came out in the 70s. 60s and 70s. Same with Hinterland. I miss all that stuff. I really do. Good, wholesome TV programming. Back in the day when your TV would start going beep at 2 a.m. local time. They were done their broadcast for the day. Let's see, how much cash we got left over? $2,617.34. Folks, what do you think? Do you think we should invest in some honey? Get the honey up and going so we have additional things to nibble on? You were a ginger and you're gray now. Then you weren't a true ginger. Hate to say it, you're a mix. Sorry. Pure white. That's what happened to me. I didn't have any gray. Pretty much every redhead I've ever known in my family has always gone straight from red to white, and it's instantaneous. Like, I used to have this one hair right off to the side right here that used to always grow way above my beard line. It drove me nuts. Red, yank, and then the next time I go to yank, it's white. I'm like, what the hell? Now it ain't there no more. I don't know what happened. Just turned white, yanked, and it was gone. What do you guys think? Should we do the Vikings after? Yeah, you never know. You never know. I'm a what do they call it? I'm a Canadian. I'm a Heinz 57 mixture. I'm a Canadian. But yeah, should we go with those bees, guys? What do you think? A little bit of directione. Do we do bees now or bees later? Do the honey, do the honey. Okay, we got one. Do we get a second? Do we get a second vote? I'm just thinking it's going to be nice to have something other than some apples, some fish, and some given meat products. Nice. You got your first crop out? Nice. Did you happen to take account of how many days or anything along those lines? Because that is something I have yet to do, folks. I've got to test all the different particular plants and how long each particular plant takes to harvest, like go from planting to harvest. But I will do that for you. Yep. All right. Castle says do the honey. We'll do the honey. Oh, sounds like my little man is having a bit of an issue. That's okay. He's got 15 minutes before he's got to be in the shower anyway. And I'll erase him there and everything will be good again. Yeah, let's get some murder hornets growing. Yeah, did you hear that, eh? They landed in Vancouver. That's not good. That is not good at all. Vancouver area, Chilliwack, all the way through all our zones 6 and 7 and 8s. That's where we do all our honey growing. That's where we do all our market gardening. That's Gambito. Yes, or sorry, Gambito. This game is fantastic in my eyes, but don't take it from me. I kind of sort of in a sideways manner am involved with the company that creates this game. So definitely I would always recommend that you check out your favorite contact or your favorite content creator and see, you know, what they think of the game. They're probably going to be along the lines of your mentality of what you want to see in the game and that. And it is early access, so be prepared for some bugs and, you know, things along those lines, but you get to be part of the journey as the game grows. That was over on the Steam side. So yay, chat was connected. I was able to reach out to somebody. Yay! I'm also streaming to Twitch and YouTube as well for those who are on Steam. If you do have a preferred platform, we take them all. No discrimination here on this. So let's take a look, folks. Bring out the chainsaw. We have 11 trunks that we get to bring down, all dead. So this is where G's been messing up the entire stream. What has he not done? He has not kept on the save rotation. He should be doing that, shouldn't he? Always keep on that. So I missed a dip on game day 30. Nice. Okay, so even if you didn't plant until like the third day, it does sound like the game is based on the Farmer's Dynasty, which would put us at zucchini, 21 days, including the day of planting. Pumpkin, 22 days, including the day of planting. And tomatoes is 23 days, including the planting. So, woohoo! Got you the numbers. And let's go ahead and let's see. Does this look like a dead tree? This looks not dead enough for me. Let's move on. Are you a dead tree? You are definitely a dead tree. I got a spotlight in my eyes. I can't see squat. Where is the sawdust pile? And people have asked me, what are these little fenced-in areas with all the shavings? Oh, this is a wood chip pile. So later on in life, guys, when we get the Ponzi's and stuff like that going on, that's usually what they leave behind, these giant big stacks of sawdust, which they then push out into the dirt and mix in to get that microbial life back into it. Okay, so let's get ourselves back to the tree that we were going to cut down in the first place. You loving the forklift repair. Can do it in first person now. Yes, that patch was a definite one. It was caught just before the actual release. It just took a little bit of time to put in there, guys. So it gives you a rough idea that even the simplest of code can take a few days to fix, or like to add. And then, I mean, sometimes code, you can just be banging your head up against the wall, you know, just waiting for it to be fixed. But we've done it, folks. Other than that quest line that we got to finish up there with the pallet of wood that we have over there, we did it. Ooh, well, that was interesting. Okay. Alright, so we got a tree that keeps on falling. Gotcha. Now, it's a known issue, guys, that if the log bounce and stuff is like that, it will debranch itself. Working on it. They're working on it. They're trying to figure out the collision on the Z-mesh. But it's not like they're ignoring it. You know, it's not a totally game-breaking bug until it starts doing the loop. But guys, just jump underneath the log. If your log is going through the ground, bouncing up, through the ground, bouncing up, constantly doing the same thing, just stand underneath it. It'll bounce off you a couple times until it gets itself resettled, and then once it's settled in the ground, you are good to go. Okay, it says, hey GG, do you know if there's a sweet spot to dumping the wood chips or bark to the pallet board factory? Because it says it's spilling on the ground. You betcha. You know what? I will take care of that for you right after I do this log, guys. We'll finish up the stream. We'll do a quick little market trip down to sell off some of the bark chips that we have. Like I said, it is a known issue at this current time for the build that we have access to, that both silos on both on either side of the mill will give out bark chips. Do not use the ones in the wood chip silo, otherwise you are killing yourself when it comes to making pallets of chipboard, which are a nice little moneymaker, to tell you the truth. Yes, sir.
Well, where's the trees?
The trees? I just finished cutting one down, mister. You missed it. You just about to say that, Dazzer? You bet, bud. The great minds think alike, you know, but fools seldom differ. Just saying, just saying. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, here comes the story. The one that you're about to tell me.
Well, what's the show? And all it's gonna do is I was gonna say I love you.
Well, I love you too, mister. Hugs? Yeah, you just want to see yourself on the screen, don't you?
Yeah.
You big showboater. Uh-huh.
And I talk to them.
Uh-oh. You better go race mommy to the shower. Quick, be careful. Be careful before you get out of here. There you go. Yep, you're doing it. You're doing it. Run before mommy beats you. Go, 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 go.
Mommy, run with me.
Yeah, exactly. The wood chips are automatically transferred to the factory. I've had so many people asking me how it works, guys. Okay, so we'll do that as well. Sorry, we'll do that while we're here real fast, and we'll feed you the info. Yes, I do. Actually, that's Super Junior. I got the exact same shirt. We got matching shirts. Superman is my favorite comic book hero. Always has been. Always will be. Most impressive one is the one above all. So, and if you know that one, you are a true Stan Lee fan. I deforested 4 blocks so far and got the new truck. Should I finish the build quest now? If you got the pallet vehicle here, yeah, definitely. All right, so I'm going to jump out. Now, as you can see here, guys, it says that we have, well, 1 pallet, and we have 18 more to create. If you take 18 and multiply it by 2, it gives you 36. So we should have 3,600, at least 3,600 wood chips. So it says 3,625. For every chipboard that you make, takes 200. So come on over here. We jump in the pallet truck. Get ourselves moved just a wee bit more forward. Forward. Forward, G. Stop. Stop. Enter. Alright, so we'll drop that one down. And then you'll see that the next one appears. And we should be at 3425. So every time you pull out the chipboard, that is when it minuses. So there we go. So that's how that works. And last but not least, let's make our way through the world today, taking the bark chips that we got. Now, there was only 1,440 in there, but it will do for what we need to get done. Actually, we should have had more than that, shouldn't we? Or did we sell? We may have sold some. Let's go double check it. Then again, I might have pulled out too early. Playing Clark Kent Lumberjack right now. Hey, he's got the plaid shirt. Caveman, you're supposed to go jump in your shower. Isn't that what Mummy said? Well, you don't want to get in trouble. Give me a quick hug. Thank you. Mwah, love you too. Be very gentle, please. Remember the screen's up against that sharp corner. We don't want to rip it. Yes, you know, he's a showboater. He loves it. You okay, dude? Maybe get a little bit of a drink before you go in the shower? Cute little bug. But he's in the terrible 2 stage at the age of 4. I don't want to. You can't tell me. I'm not gonna do it. It's my time. That's right. Extraordinary men. We can lift the weight of the cars. Hell, we can pick up a bloody tree. That's just amazing, some of them. Hey, Buckeye. How you doing? The chipboard factory that you own is the one that says it's spilling on the ground. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no way to put chips back into the factory. At this time, there's no grates or anything else to do that. Angela did find a great little area that would be fantastic for them to be able to do that. But currently at this time, there isn't a way of putting chips back in. He'll be at that stage at 12, 21, 34, 42. It's awesome to hear that everybody's doing good this week. I mean, I'm stoked. I am really stoked. I'm very happy that I was able to give out that information. And just for anybody who's new here, just crawled in, we got a full flower moon. So the last supermoon of 2020 will light up the sky tonight. So I just got my astronomical information. So, let's see here. We got Miss V, Vanessa, over in Toplitz, says that I can share the information about the more quests. So there will be more than the quests that we have originally. There will be more daily quests. Those are not the ones that are connected to any of the story quests. Steam achievements will be coming. Cooking, which will include the basics of cooking, the cookbooks, etc. There is more depth to it than in Farmer's Dynasty. The quest line involving Lily and the herb gathering and herbal potions will continue on as well. I can also share the fact that they will try to bring these content and feature updates on a more regular basis, maybe around every 2 weeks, and do streams on those patches as they come through. Any further plannings will be announced on the Discord, Facebook, and other socials as well. So they're definitely keeping us in the loop as much as they can when they can. So sweet, guys. I am stoked for it. But that is the news that I've been allowed to share. Bone as well. He's been given the opportunity to do so. Now we're coming up to about 3 minutes on the hour here, guys. I will just go ahead and just turn around and drop these out. But Buckeye, if you could take a look here and see these grates is what we need in order to dump any of the trailers into. So if you don't see any of these grates, don't try to drop anything there. Your trailer will just spill on the ground, and there is no way of recapturing that loss. Maybe Friday or Saturday for this update. I myself personally, guys, from my experiences in the developing world and that from publishers from actual developers, this is about the second time I worked with a publishing company. The first one was the Playways, and this one now is the Productions. I'm used to more being hired on through the devs themselves. So like I'd be working, like in this case, I'd be working with Yumio and the in-house teams normally, but I do not have a dev PC kit for this, and I have no access to an Aragon engine in order to get the behind-the-scenes build for that, because I don't have that type of money. Will I break the game if I cut all the trees down before the game comes out more? I do not know that, Dazzard, but that is always a risk that you take when you do buy into early access, that you may not be able to continue on that same save. It is a shame, but if, we got to wipe a save in order to bring us bigger and better and more content to the game, I would rather give up that saving ability than to not get the content by any means. How many pallets can you load on the green trailer? I've heard 4. 1 on each side, front and back. I myself have not tried it, as I've been just holding on to that pallet truck because we're in business with James now. We're partners. He's my bud. He's my wingman. So we're just going to keep on using that pallet. But yeah, that's right, Mike. There is only one way to find out, and that is to clear cut and see what happens. Regrowth is something that they're working on. Will it be in this patch? I don't know. I do not have that information on the little tidbits that I get to sneak out to you guys today. So that's about it though, guys. Do you guys have any other questions or anything else? I'm always willing to help. I'm always happy to answer what I can answer. I'll be straight up, if I like, oh, I can't answer that because I don't know it, then I don't know it. Or I can't answer that because of an NDA, then I can't answer. Emily says, how many pallets can you load on this green trailer? Can you try it, please? I only have a couple of pallets here with me, but yeah, I can give it a try. I think we might have 4 left in the dryer, so 4 or 5, so we can definitely give that a shot. But I do have to make sure that I do end this stream here within the next 15 minutes for sure. We are going into overtime, but well worth it for all the information and updates that we've gotten so far. Oh, 1:30 in the morning. Tell you what, I will try to just drop 1 pallet onto there for you. Yep, exactly. That's the life, Dazzler. Definitely. Yeah, one thing that, when I was having a conversation with Panzer about was, he was asking me how can I play so many hours of a game and not burn out on it. When I do testing, I'm not doing the storyline of the game to progress through. I play games, I break games. That's the mentality that I'm in at that moment. I want to find out, and knowing weaknesses in code, where I can break your game, where I can exploit the snot out of your game so that you can fix your game so more players can have more fun with it without, killing themselves by trying to, get through the game. A nice balance of flow is what I aim for. You can get them on that trailer. Tried. I can get them on the trailer. Tried that when I started. Yes, you can get them on there for sure. I know you can get them on there, but how many? Not 100%. Like I said, the reports I've seen for the screenshots are 4. But yeah, no, we can definitely do that, especially since they did change the physics on the upper limit of the forklift. I'm very happy to say that the forklift now goes up and down without you messing around with it. Look at that. Look at that. Camera's not moving around or nothing. So good. So good. And I'm using pure game controller. Alright. Let's see here. Wait a minute. There's a single all by its lonely is over here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Get yourself clear. Start lifting up on the backup. And always use cruise control to start moving forward. It gives you the most amount of torque. Alright, let's see here. You might be able to fit 6 if you're really, really good at this, but, hey, I don't have a forklift license. I'm not certified. I was back in the late 80s and early 90s, but apparently not anymore. And there we go. So, yeah, can be done. Let's make sure that we can do this by doing a quick takeoff. Shablam. And no. Alright. Okay. So, when you don't succeed, you try and try again. But in order for G to do that, he's got to do a quick nap in game because we want to make sure that we have the energy and food. Why do I keep always trying to go the wrong direction? I know why, because every time I jump out of the car in Farmer's Dynasty, I always went that direction. Right. I can't see the box that comes up when you click on Own Land. Can you sell the land you bought, and will it regen as if it was never bought? Currently at this time, I don't know what's there either. I tried putting it on a larger screen resolution and everything else to be able to read that little box there with all that information on it. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. And this is exactly what he's talking about here. So if you... This, right here. It says, press F1 to F10 to assign keys as shortcuts to select this item in game. $20.36. And it goes off screen. Like I said, I've tried putting it into ultra wide with all 3 monitors to get it to work. Couldn't get it to work. I'm guessing that's probably a placeholder for hired workers. I'm just taking a guess. I really don't know, but that to me would probably be that. Alright, let's get back over here and try that one more time. We are not done yet. Alright. Ooch. little bit dry. So press the button to bring it out, press the button to put it back in, and it will automatically turn itself off at the appropriate at the appropriate amount of water. All right, let's get back over there. Let's try this again, shall we? You know, like Vanessa, if you guys were watching Toplitz's stream there earlier today, you guys got to give Vanessa credit. She doesn't quit. You know, when she goes after something, you know it's going to get done. You know, she tells you, okay, yeah, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Don't argue. Just go with it. I found a way around cutting trees that are not your own without losing social points. Ooh, that's not a good thing there, Angela. That is something that I would definitely request that you place into the bug reports, please. Because once again, that I would consider a money exploit. You're not losing the social points. You're not getting fined. I have floating apples and one tree missing. Would that be considered a bug? Okay, so that would be considered a bug if you restart your game. Like, not like a full restart, but like reload your game from your save point. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to try to drive just a wee bit forward, not very much. See if we can get a knock in there. Then again, I could be loading it from the wrong direction too. Alright, let's see here. So this is telling me, guys, from the way it's floating, from where I placed it, this is telling me that, no, this is an anti-collision setup, that it's not supposed to go into there, because if I drive ahead, it should drop. Yep. Alright, so, at this point, guys, no. I personally would say no, as I've tried, and it does not hook up there for that. Now, there's one more thing I wish to try. But yeah, if you get a reload there and it's still gone, yeah, it would be a bug. If you reload, it's there, but then it goes away again, that I would consider a bug. But if it's just a one-time thing, no, that could be what I call a glitch. Difference between a glitch and a bug is a glitch is only happening once in a very, very small while, and the other one... Alright. Okay, we got ourselves hung up pretty good there before we dig ourselves too deep into the ground that we fall through the map. Let's GG this our way. Shink. Thank you. Yes, thing it got cut down when a long tree landed in the driveway. Okay, yes, now something like that would definitely then be considered a bug. That is a collision detection issue, and so for that I would definitely request that you put in a picture of like a screenshot of the actual tree that's missing with the apples floating, as well as the shot of the map as to which zone or location that you're in when that occurred. Please and thank you. And that way it just gives them the most amount of information, so that way they can, you know, do an efficient job in getting bugs fixed up. But it's good to know that then they can turn around and try to drop a couple trees over onto the apples and see if that happens again. Now I'm going to try jumping into it. See if that... Nope. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, guys. Now, so probably in an update or something along those lines, they've gone ahead and they've closed off the collision for that. So I would not recommend banking your dollars on being able to put those pallets inside that trailer. So Buckeye, I'm very, very glad that you mentioned that, and I'm very, very glad that we stuck around in order to test that out with you. But guys, I think you do not know how to do that. How to take screenshots? F12. And then, yeah, exactly. Thank you very much there, Merc. Yeah, you can paste it into the forums in Steam, I believe, or you can paste it into Discord. I always use Discord. Merc always uses Steam. If you can tell, it don't matter. As long as the bugs are being reported, they can be worked on. If they don't get reported, they can't get worked on. And since that isn't happening in my game, I would have to ask and request that you do your best to kind of point that out to them as well, because we don't want to lose those apples. Those are a source of food. Alright. Let's get ourselves all hooked up over here, because we know that in Saturday's episode we will be more than likely starting off with cutting some more trees down and filling up our area here. Reason being for all that is we'll probably, I'm hoping, have a few more James missions where we'll need some more logs, and we'll start making a little bit more cash, which will get us closer, ever so much closer, to purchasing a pallet lorry for ourselves. Look forward to that. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here today. Greatly appreciate it. As always, check out my recommended rascals on the YouTube homepage. It's got Bone, it's got Mike, it's got Deuce, it's got all the criminals that you'll ever want to watch and support. Fantastic crew, every single one of them. If I'm in your Discord, you know I think you're a decent person. So until Saturday, guys, I hope you've had a wonderful stream today. I really do appreciate, once again, Toplitz giving me the opportunity to spill the beans, for lack of a better word, get you guys all the information as possible. And I hope to see you guys enjoying the game on Saturday. I'll be keeping my eyes out throughout the days after the patch drops, and keeping an eye on those reviews. Please make sure that you do leave a Steam review if you do have more than 20 hours into the game, as it does bring up the rankings in the Steam backend, so that way that game can get pushed out more into the recommended for other people, so that way we can get more sales going on to get more content. So once again, guys, we'll leave tonight off with some music, with a full camera screen in the background here. Changed up this full cam a little bit to a slideshow with all the different videos and everything else on there. We'll end it with some tunes. Thanks once again, guys. I really do appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I have a hard time saying it, a hard time remembering it. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, follow me over in Steam. Whatever works for you works for me. Glad to have been here. Peace out, folks. See you next time. We'll end it with some